One important factor when maintaining a pool is understanding and using a pressure gauge properly. What the pressure gauge will display is the back pressure the system is operating at. In diagnosing a problem, ensuring the flow is correct, we want to be able to read the pressure gauge to understand if the filter is dirty and needs to be cleaned. We'll be looking at the pressure, importantly reading it only when the pump is running at high speed. For a variable speed pump or for a single speed pump, we'll be able to look at it at any time. What you'll be able to see on this dial is a back pressure in kPa. Some pressure gauges will show in bar or PSI. This one is in kPa. So typically what you might find is a system that's running on 70 or 80 kPa on a clean filter, understanding that every system will be different. What you'd like to understand is what your pressure runs at when the filter is clean. What we're looking for beyond that is an increase in pressure of 20 to 30 kPa, at which point it would indicate that the filter requires cleaning. So if you would see the pressure running at 110 or 120 kPa, that would be an indication it would be time to clean the filter. And if you were seeing something much higher at 150 or 180, that's going to tell you that we are far beyond time that the filter would require cleaning. When you are using a variable speed pump, when the speed of the pump drops down to say a medium or an eco or low speed, what you'll see is the pressure drop right down to low, maybe even to zero. This is perfectly normal, but it's not an indication that your filter is not dirty. That's why it's important that we check the pressure only when the pump's running on high speed. This model here is an oil-filled filter, oil-filled pressure gauge, I should say. You will see there's a little oil bubble in the top. Often we get questions from customers thinking the gauge is filled with oil. These systems can actually get an airlock in the pressure gauge. That can simply be adjusted when the pump's running. You'll see on top here, we've got a little rubber nipple or a barb. All we need to do is push your finger behind that and just push back gently. The pressure will release a little bit of oil, get rid of the airlock, and you'll typically see the pressure gauge spring to life, so to speak, showing you your pressure. Again, that's a common fault with oil-filled pressure gauges that can be simply rectified by the pool user. If not a oil-filled gauge, you will see something like this. This is just a normal plastic pressure gauge. You may see that the needle on this is not as steady. That's what the oil's for, to hold the needle steady. You may see some slight vibration. Typically these are cheaper and may not last as long, but they should display the pressure in the same way that the oil-filled gauge will.